Hi everybody. It has been a while since I've done a top-down video, but I am finally done my Spring Start Hobonichi Cousin. So this was a 2022 Spring Start Cousin, which means it started in April. I ordered it at the end of July or so, and I got it, I think like the 7th of August or something. We'll see as we flip through. But basically, I wanted to see if I could make this into an academic year. I wanted to see if I could make it work for me. So that's exactly what I did. And I only had to redate a few pages, and I'll show you as we flip through. I'm still undecided if I'm going to flip through in the order that I use the planner or if I'm just going to flip through it from front to back and show you. But basically, I made it go from July 2022 until June of 2023, which is when I am filming this right now. And I had to redate 2 monthlies. I had to redate May and June, so I had to redate 2 months, 2 months worth of weeklies, and then 3 months worth of dailies, I believe. I might be wrong on that. I could be wrong on that. We'll see as we flip through. Anyways, here is the front cover. I just have some stickers, some decals, my favorite leather shop. On the back, I have just a printable from Planning with Kay that says, "We don't make mistakes, just happy little accents." Like, that's like a Bob Ross quote, I think. And as you can see, the cover doesn't stay closed. It's very, very thick. And I actually wasn't going to film this until next week. You'll see when we go through that I still have a week to memory plan, because for the past few weeks I've been memory planning. But I just am really ready to put it on the shelf. I'm really ready to just be focusing on my bullet journals. So let's start. In the cover, I have some Fox and Cactus decals and some Simply Gilded washi. These are my favorite washies, and as you can see, they, after a year of use, shoving them in and out of covers, they really, they get a little beat up, but I love this much more than the yellow paper. You can kind of see it here. But these are my favorite like seasonal washi tape that Simply Gilded did a couple years ago. I love them. I'm running out of them. I should have bought 2 box sets. Here we are. I'm using my shit. Then in the cover here, I have some sticky notes and I have a flip out. This was when I was tracking my expenses and I was doing like color coding, and then I have some like Little Raven ink and things. I have Coffee Monsters Co. I love my Year at a Glance. Like, I don't use it unless I'm like setting up my monthlies, but I love looking at it. These are printables from Coffee Monsters Co. And I had just like stuck down these when I had them, and then when she came out with the 2023 ones, I stuck those down. And I did like date it over here, but then I ended up covering it up because I was trying to make this like a true academic year. And I wrote myself some notes and things, and you'll see I have these book darts throughout, so they mark like where I am. So obviously I'm in June. I'm filming this on the 23rd. It's actually the last day of school for my kiddos. My last day is next Tuesday. I don't know when you'll see this video. I haven't edited in a year, so you never know. So here is where I actually started this mood and sleep tracker, and I started tracking my period as well. But you can see these are my colors that I used. I have the Ohuhu dot markers. They're kind of like a Zig Clean Dot dupe. But you can see here I dated it. So I got it in August. I ended up backdating it for July because I wanted to play with the weeklies and I wanted to try some things. So I made it like a true academic July to June, even though I only got it in August. So I was actively planning in August, and then I went back and like memory planned, in July. So here is my color code, and I've just like stuck a sticker here for 2023. So it starts here. It goes 2022, July to September, 2022, October to December, and then 2023 starts here. And then I've had to flip back to get April, May, and June for 2023. So I know what I'm doing. I'm hoping you guys understand what I'm trying to say, but hopefully I'm not confusing. So yeah, so in here I have my mood, I have my sleep, how many hours I slept, and then like I said, I have my period tracker. And as I went through this, I sort of saw a correlation between my mood and the hours that I slept. But I think for whatever planner I'm in next, like I'm in a bullet journal right now, I think I'm going to actually track my mood, and I'm still tracking my sleep because I like to know, but I think I'm actually going to track like this format, my mood and whether I've done my yoga in the morning that day, because I noticed a shift when I started doing yoga in the morning in my mood. So that'll be interesting. But anyways, this is what 12 months of tracking looks like. Pretty freaking cool. Anyways, I think it looks cool, but you can see the hump is like very bad. I'm hoping, I should probably look in the camera. Oh yeah, okay, you guys can see it. So yeah, that's what it looks like here. And then I marked like when I was sick. You can see like I was super sick in November, super sick in October. I'm a middle school teacher. So basically my kids are little germ trays. I love them anyways. But so I didn't use February. I didn't use March, didn't use April or May, but I did use June and July. So this is where it gets funky. This is where I actually started the planner. So it goes from August, and these are like, I was tracking my bills on the side here, and then I fill out my months in advance. This is my future planning. This is my future log. I fill out all the months in pen, and then that's how I plan my weekly. So all of these get filled out at once. I sit down and I fill them out. So you can see here, I went from August, and I color code, and I put my appointments in orange so they stick out, and that's just part of my color code that I've been using for years. Same with, I'm sorry if you can hear my dog's nails clicking and her shaking. I do my appointments in orange. Paydays are green. I didn't have a good green, so you'll see it changes. Birthdays are yellow. PD days, or like teacher only days, are blue. Holidays are red. And what else do I have? I know I have something else. Anyways, when we see it, I will tell you. But yeah, and then I was using, trying to use up my stickers. This is like the year of using stickers. Oh yes, and yellow is report cards, yeah. But anyways, this is my year of like using stickers. So stickers I've been hoarding, I've been trying to like use. So you can see here I switched to 2023. This is when I became a Planning with Kay Patreon. And then halfway through April, I actually stopped using this because you'll see it was very hard to plan in my weeklies. I mainly use the weeklies. I was using the dailies like pretty well, and you'll see that. But I use this for the weeklies. I use this for the weekly timeline. So this is when I stopped planning. So you can see that I still have my things in here. And then, so here is May of 2023, and then I go backwards to June, and I've just redated to make this for 2023. And then I just had like a future spread for July because I wasn't actively planning in this in July of 2022. I just redated for 23, so I had a place to jot down future events. So obviously we are right here, last day for students. I have my book dart on the week. I would move this every week when I went to plan, so I knew exactly where my eye needed to go. So that is that. So that is the monthlies. So you can see after May, there was a weekly under these that I didn't want to use because it would have screwed up my dates, and my dates would have been further apart. As it sat, I like had to date like backwards one, I think. So it was pretty good. So I didn't want to use this weekly, covered it up with full page Planning with Kay printables. And then this is where it gets funky. So you can see this, I redated for April of 2023. And you can see that the hump is so large that I actually have a sticky note right here. And this is how I was planning. So I would put my 2 paper clips that you saw me take off, I'd put those here so it would hold the cover down because the cover is like a thick cardstock, and this is how I was planning. But every time I wanted to take this with me, I'd have to unfold it, take these out, like all of the things. So I think I stopped planning in this like here, and I switched over to a bullet journal, and I was just like, let's see, because it was just annoying me so much. But let's do this in order because I think it'll make more sense. So here is July of 2022. So these are the weeks that I actually went back and I played with things. So I played with sticker kits. I usually end up like abandoning whatever book I have in July. So I've never been able to use this kit. So I used that. I used like a kit that I got from the Canadian Planner Celebration, and it was just like decorative stickers. So I tried that, and then it has some washi and some things from my shop. And then this was like a really busy week. I think we went camping, so nothing really happened. So I just tried like this like decorative kit. I can't remember who that was from. And then this one I tried like a more functional kit, and then it was my baby girl's birthday, and that's my baby that passed a few years ago. So we have this, and then I was like using my color code. I was tracking my spending down here, all of the things. I was tracking no spend days, and I just like played with it. So I like tried just washi and character stickers, and I mostly I do kits. Like I did find that I liked kits. So you can see as I go through, like I kind of have a theme for each month. Like not really, I kind of used what I wanted to use when I wanted to use it. This was the first week back to school for teachers, so I had a lot of little like to-do things. I love this kit. Most of my kits are from Paper Crown Planner. Some of them are from my shop. My shop is closed now. I'm not reopening ever again. It's too much. But most of my kits are from Paper Crown Planner. Some of them are like this is from Little Raven Ink, and this is Simply Gilded, and these are just like extras, or not extras, leftovers that I had. So this was really the year of like going through my sticker book and using all the things, even if that meant like cutting down stickers that I had in there, like size for the Erin Condren planner. So I just kind of used what I had. I don't think I bought any new kits at all this year because I had all the kits that I wanted. So, and most of my weeks would start off like really empty, and then they'd fill up as I went. And I love looking back on these. I absolutely love it. Like, I'm so glad I have a record. Like I have this, and I also have my memory planner, which is only pictures. And it's just like, it's gonna be so cool to look back on. Oh, this is where we got sick. I feel like this is when we had COVID. This might have been when we had COVID, because my husband got sick and he doesn't get sick. Like, and for him to miss hockey, like he had to have been really, really sick. So I think we had COVID. Yeah, and you can see like I'm trying different things. I was watching a lot of Coffee Monsters Co., seeing how she planned, but mostly I just loved my kits. Like, I'm very much a kit girl. I don't like to try to like make it up on my own, like, you know. So I had a Coffee Monsters Co. kit here. I ordered this washi and I loved it. Like you'll see in December when I show you my daily pages, I used it almost every day. Ordered the New Year's kit from Coffee Monsters Co. I love the yellow New Year's kits. I don't know why. And even better if it's yellow and purple. This was a kit from, again, like that planner celebration that I went to, and it was size for the Erin Condren. I just cut everything down. And then this is when I got my washi tape from the washi tape shop that's like all stickers. I have some of it right there. Some weeks are a little more sparse. Like some weeks I didn't want to plan. You know, we go through ebbs and flows, and this is half a kit from my shop, half a kit from Paper Crown Planner, one of her freebies in her Facebook group. This is from my shop. Just so cute. This is another kit that like I would abandon my planners, and I never got to use this one. I had it printed, and this is from the Happy Planner book. I actually have that here too. It's called Rainbow Dreams, and I wanted to do a rainbow week and use my washi. And you can see too, I forgot to check like when I started doing yoga daily, because I started getting up, I guess in January, I started getting up every morning like a little bit earlier and just doing like 20 to 30 minutes of yoga. This is, again, where I became a Planning with Kay Patreon. I started using some of her printables here and then. This is another kit that I would abandon my planner before I ever got to use it. So I've had this kit printed for years. Another printable. Oh no, it's not a printable. She made dot grid printables, and I wanted to try this layout. Apparently I was sick this day. All right, so that is where the actual dated planner that I didn't have to redate stops. So this is where I would actually, I'm gonna go backwards now. So we stopped at April 2nd. I'm gonna go backwards, and then here is April 3rd. So you can see just how it's sitting. Like I was not into it. This is when I bought my Jeep right here. I bought a Jeep. And I got dropped off this day. Yeah, that was a good Easter for me. Yeah, but then I had to bring it back. When did I bring my Jeep back? Because he dropped it off, and then I dropped it off the next night because he knew my brake pads. My brake pads were bad. The Jeep came with new brake pads because the previous owners knew. So came with brake pads. Glenn said 30-minute job. We were like, okay, great. But then they were sticking, which means that the calipers are bad. So that was covered under warranty. I just had to bring it back. But then I waited for like a week because they had to order in the parts. I was like, meh, not about it. So I think I got my Jeep back this day. Or maybe this day. Anyways, another printable from Planning with Kay. I'm trying to use up my stickers. We had a teacher rally this day. That sticker was perfect. Don't even know where it was from. Mermaid. I went Mermaid Strong. Mother's Day. Yeah, so all of these weeks are back planned, so they're memory planned. So I was planning in a bullet journal actively, and I was coming back here and like putting things in, so I had a full book of things, full book of like a full year. What am I trying to say? A full year of memories, I guess is what I'm trying to say. There's my birthday week. Another printable. My friends got married. And then, so this is this week, and then this is next week. I have nothing planned for next week, and I'm so excited about it. I'm going to chill. We have like a little trip on Saturday that we're going to go to. My principal booked us yoga in at the local gym. Like, I'm very excited. So this is this week. This is the last week in the planner, and then this goes back to 2022. So you can see like I made myself stickers to redate and things. So that means that my my dailies started in July. Now, all of my July dailies were empty because I got the planner in August. You guys remember this. Actually, when did I get it? I actually got it here, the 26th. But all of these were empty, so I actually used them like a bullet journal. So I have like my word of the year and what it means to me, a then and now page. I have my decluttering list, which I dropped off very quickly in February. I did not keep up with. I have this again in my bullet journal. I love looking at this. I love having this. I was gonna do the ultimate year of rereads. I really only got a few. I only got a few books in because then new books started coming out. And then I have my books to read books coming up, which I kind of left once I started. And I keep all my stuff on Goodreads anyways, but I like to have like a page, like a memory page. So I still have a bookshelf in my bullet journal. Moon calendar. This took me forever, but it's so satisfying to look at. I did the exact same thing in my bullet journal. I absolutely love it. This is based on Ezzie Spencer's moon calendar that she puts up. This is what kickstarted me. Okay, guys, it's all coming back to me. So I did the 30-day yoga journey with Adrienne in January, and this is what kickstarted me into doing it every morning. Now, I say every morning. I don't do it on the weekends if I don't want to, because the weekends are my time to relax, and I do whatever the hell I feel like doing on the weekends. But I actually did this to completion. I got up and I did it every single day in the morning, and I did it. And that was amazing. So since then, sinking funds. And then I kind of started trying to use up some stickers. So this was the Canadian Planner Celebration. I attended virtually. This is when I got my washi stickers from the washi tape shop, and I was kind of like separating them. I wanted like a swatch page, testing for my moons, looking at colors. This is 53 Things to Declutter. I cannot remember what YouTuber I saw this from, but I was like making my way through it. I was doing some calculations, and then these are my Tombos, and I was testing out like numbers with my Fudenosuke, and then these are the Ohuhu markers. So these are what I have, and then I ordered two because I didn't have a red and I didn't have a green. So these are actually, what's the brand? I can't remember. I said it earlier in the video. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. Dot markers. Anyways, so I was trying to journal the way Coffee Monster's Co. does. So I was doing like a morning, afternoon, night, and then I wanted to do a highlight, and I was adding in like stickers and things. This is what it looked like when I got it. I took a picture of it. It's very satisfying. And I was trying to use my fountain pen. you'll see that I fall off. But at the beginning, I was writing like full pages. I was putting in things from Little Raven ink. Words are starting to get difficult, guys. I'm a little tired. And I was putting in like some pictures. We went camping this day. Oh no, we didn't. This is Holly's Gotcha Day, and I love this picture of her. Just kidding. So I got it like end of July. You can see that I did some journaling, but then August is when I like actually get in it. So I tried to do like stickers every day. I didn't actually journal this day, so I did like an affirmation, a vision statement. I was taping things in. I got a pink opal and a Moldavite, and these are some things that I was reading. And just like adding all the stickers, and like, you know, if I only journaled like a little bit, I'd add some bigger pictures. I tried like different ways. I was doing an affirmation every day. I was doing like a couple affirmations there. Some days I would only get the affirmation. So I was following, or I still am following, an account on Instagram, and I can't remember the name of it, but I'll put it on the screen for you. But I was writing down their affirmation a day. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of flip through these kind of quickly. My writing's kind of shitty. Please don't pause to read my writing, but you know. Oh, this is when I get to be their teacher. I get to teach them to be kind. I get to be their writing audience. I get to listen to them read. I get to be their teacher. That's like, this was me like trying to change my mindset. Like, you know, they were like, you're going to have a difficult class. You have kids with a lot of trauma. You have kids with, you know, like they were telling me all these bad things. And I was like, oh gosh, like I have to be their teacher. And then I was like, no, no, no. That is a privilege. I get to be their teacher. I get to teach them things. I get to show them kindness. Like, I don't have to do anything. I get to do that. So, yeah. I tried to constantly be changing my mindset throughout the year. So here's September. Because it was a difficult year for me. Like, honestly, like I'm looking back at it and I'm like, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. Like, it was really fucking difficult. I had a difficult class. Look, I'm exhausted. This is like the 4th day of school. I'm exhausted. I had a difficult class, but honest to God, I had the sweetest, kindest kids. And I'm so lucky like that was my first year teaching. Like, it was hard. It was really difficult, but I feel like I could probably do anything. Oh, Hurricane Fiona. We stayed at the cottage for Hurricane Fiona. It was great. We didn't lose power. Yeah, so you can see, like, this is still me using one of my fountain pens, and I think I was actually trying to, like, use up the ink in my fountain pens. Here's October. I switched to the red. I really wanted the red. I was doing some bath bombs for my favorite gem shop. I decided that this is what I wanted from the release, and then I didn't end up getting anything from the release. Actually, I did. I got a 5-year journal. That's a lie. But, yeah. I started getting stickers instead of like things from places that we went, so I could just stick a sticker in. It was great. I really am gonna try to stick to that, because how easy. This is when I was sick and I was tracking when I was taking my meds, so I knew. Oh, the smudge, lovely. This, I started doing this and I absolutely love this. I think I started doing this daily after. I just absolutely love this. So I just took my dot markers and then I outlined them. It looks so cool. Like, I love it. Maybe it's lame. Oh yes, and I got the Coffee Monsters Co. I use this every day in October too. I got the Coffee Monsters Co. Halloween washi. I love it. Almost every day. I didn't use it that day. But yeah, I tried to use up my stash of Little Raven ink, because, you know, I just had a really large buildup of them. I was getting lots of leather. I got a mystery box from Sunshine Sticker Co. and it came with like some Bujo kits. So that's like these things here. Should have stayed home, clean the house. Yeah. Those days where you're like, I should probably stay home. And then you're like, no, I'm going to go in. I'm going to brave it. And first snowfall was November 16th. Chaotic, but good. SOS. Was it good? SOS. I wrote SOS. This was my huge decluttering day. Oh, what day was this? This could have been an email. We probably had like a 3-hour staff meeting. could have been an email. These are all the planners that I'm selling over on my Instagram. None of them have sold, so I think my my taste and stuff is shitty. Anyways, this was like a Saturday that we did. I decluttered all of these things. I decluttered my office. I decluttered my pictures. I decluttered my spices. I decluttered my linen closet. Amazing. Lots of writing. Went to the dentist apparently. Oh, after 2 years because I just got my insurance. Yeah, school improvement day. Oh, this is when I like, the EA in my class is amazing and she truly has become one of my forever friends. And I started the year with 2 EAs in my class and they've both become forever friends. Unfortunately, we had to split the class, so he actually ended up going to a different teacher. So we weren't together all year, but we were together for quite a bit of it. But we went to lunch the first like PD day that we had in December, and it was like me and the 2 EAs that were in my class and one of the behavior mentors. And honest to God, like I've never had friends that I've been able to go to lunch with. It's so cool. So I tell them all the time, I'm like, guys, I've never really had friends. Like emails, so many emails, all the Christmas things. Didn't journal this day at all. Errands, yeah, see, I tried to use this washi like every day. Didn't journal at all. This is when I figured out my year of no spend. So like these are all the things that I didn't want to buy on this is my video. These are all the things I didn't want to buy. So stationery, scents, crystals. Been doing amazing with scents, been doing great with crystals. Stationery, I bought quite a few notebooks. I find when I switch modalities, so I've switched to a bullet journal, I get very like, well, this is never going to come again. Well, I really like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's basically FOMO, but feeling like if I don't get it then and there, like it'll be gone. It's FOMO. It is FOMO. So things to do instead. I have actually used quite a bit of these. Yeah. And I have my wish list on my phone still, which I do. Didn't journal these days. Yeah, so I started getting really burnt out. High fives and 8th graders telling me they finished their projects. We did a huge project in November and December. And all of the 8th graders this year were my 7th graders last year. And I taught all the 7th graders last year. And I didn't teach any of them in 8th grade because that's a set of 2 teachers that actually teach all of 8th grade. And, you know, my kids would go out in the hall, so I'd be roaming in the halls, like just checking on them. And my 7th graders from last year, who are 8th graders now, they'd be like, Mrs. Dixon, I finished my project. And it was so cute. I was like, oh my God, I'm so proud of you. Like they came specifically to tell me, like it was really cool. Yeah. Last day, we had a half day, which was amazing. Oh my God. I was keeping track of my Simply Gilded washi that I was selling. So, this is when I started appreciating just like sitting in my living room with my big picture window and watching the snow fall. Oh, I would bring like, we have like this fake fireplace. I'd bring that out and just like have it in there. Oh, amazing, amazing. So here is December 31st. So 10 questions to ask yourself to change your life for 2023. Simple Happy Zen. So this was obvious. I was really obsessed with Simple Happy Zen for a little bit. I'm still obsessed with her, but these were some questions that she said, you know, to ask yourself to change your life. So I wrote them down because I thought they were cool. This is when I decided that I was starting the Yoga with Adriene, which was really cool for me. And